Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. The large-scale mid to upper level flow across the lower 48 will continue to amplify over the next few days, comprised of a deepening upper trough from the eastern portions of the plains into the Mississippi Valley, a building upper ridge across the interior west, and the strengthening and repositioning of an upper ridge off the southeastern coast. This amplification will be leading to an impactful weather event over the next few days across large portions of the U.S. Rains from the developing tropical system in the western Caribbean may begin to affect the Florida Keys and South Florida tomorrow. Closer to home, mostly quiet weather conditions are expected through early next week, with only a slight chance for thunderstorms this afternoon. The temperatures will gradually warm a couple of degrees every consecutive day, at least through the weekend, as high pressure dominates our weather. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. The hours have changed at a New Mexico Recovery Center. Authorities announced the new schedule yesterday. The FEMA Disaster Recovery Center, located at Horton Complex in Ruidoso, will be open Monday to Friday 9 to 6 and Saturday noon to 5, closed on Sundays. In order to apply for FEMA assistance, you got to be a resident of Lincoln, Otero, Rio Arriba, San Juan counties, or the Mescalero Apache Reservation. Additionally, you had to have been affected by the South Fork and or salt fires. This includes flooding. There's a road closure on East 10th Street between North Scenic and Scenic Place due to a road repair. Drivers heading westbound on East 10th that need to turn right onto North Scenic will be detoured onto Scenic Place. This road closure will be in effect until Friday. Beginning today, the bridge located west of the intersection of Washington and 10th will be under construction. You can anticipate lane closures, detours, and congestion during this time, as work will commence on the north and south sides of the bridge. This will result in a slower speed limit, down to 25 miles per hour on 10th between Utah and Washington. Paint striping, water blasting, and thermo marking will be performed for multiple areas of Alamogordo through Friday. The paint striping will occur in the daytime. Water blasting and thermo marking will occur overnight. Due to the wet paint and potential for undesired spray, residents and business owners need to avoid parking on the affected streets, and please remove any parked vehicles off the roads during the times that work is being undertaken. Keep Ruidoso Downs beautiful, and Parks and Recreation Fall Cleanup will be taking place this Saturday, September 28th, from 8 until 1. Everyone's encouraged to come. The event is family-friendly, and there will be prizes at All-American Park. Kitty City will be at the mall this Saturday, along with Animal Control.
Come to the White Sands Mall Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Kitty City and Alamogordo Animal Control will have both cats and dogs available for adoption.
Kathy Denton from Kitty City. The Kitty City, New Mexico Facebook page has details. The website has profiles of available cats. The Lincoln National Forest 29th Annual Youth Fishing Day is coming up on Saturday, September 28th at Grindstone. We heard from Amanda Fry, the Public Affairs Officer for the Lincoln National Forest.
We are very excited to announce that the 29th Annual Youth Fishing Day is back on schedule. The event will be held on Saturday, September 28th, starting at 8 a.m. We do have gear and everything ready to go for kids ages 12 and under.
No experience is required. If you have any questions, please see the Lincoln National Forest Facebook page. The Chaparral Community Organization presents the Burger Cook-Off, happening Saturday, October 5th in Chaparral. We spoke with Ray Vasquez.
This is our first burger cook-off. What we want to do is let's see who makes the best burger. We are inviting the public and whoever has a food truck. Come out and see if they can win the $250 first prize.
If you have any questions, it's 915-219-0418. The Alamogordo Night Out is coming up on October 5th from 4 until 8 at Washington Park. We heard from Stephanie Hale of Thrive in southern New Mexico.
There will be live music, food trucks, and many other community partners available to provide information of what's going on around Alamogordo. Squad up with your heroes at the Alamogordo's Night Out, hosted by the Alamogordo Police Department and sponsored by Thrive in southern New Mexico, on October 5th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here in Washington Park in Alamogordo.
If you have any questions, please call 575-439-4304. Zubu 2024 will take place on Saturday, October 26th. The adult costume 5K fun run and walk takes place at 7:30, while the costume kids mile fun walk and run kicks off at 8:30. Racers will receive a Zubu t-shirt, and there are going to be awards for first, second, and third place. You can see the City of Alamogordo Facebook page for more details. Longtime listeners of KALH will recall that a few years ago, I personally took part in the Costume Kids Mile Fun Walk and Run and came in first. There were no rules that stated I could not use a golf cart, and so I did. Somehow, instead of receiving 3 prizes, I received 3 pies to my face. First Baptist Church of Alamogordo presents Light Festival on October 31st from 5:30 until 8 p.m. Candy, games, food, bounce houses, prizes, and more. 575-437-5510 for details. Well, today is Tuesday. It's time for an introspection with our good friend, Pastor Johnny Walker.
This is Johnny Walker with this week's introspection. Throughout history, those who dare to challenge the status quo have faced immense criticism. But it is precisely in the face of adversity that true progress is born. In our communities, there are individuals who decided to stand up and take action against the injustices that plague our streets. These brave souls refuse to sit idly by while our neighborhoods suffer. Yet inevitably, critics will emerge to suppress their efforts. They will mock their ambitions, question their intents, and attempt to discourage them from noble cause. But I implore you, do not be disheartened by the cynics. For within their criticism lies an opportunity. Use them as fuel, as motivation to continue pushing forward. Even when it seems like an uphill battle, embrace their doubts, for they are a testament to the significance of your actions. While it may be easier to shy away from controversy, we remember that progress only comes to those who dare to defy the odds. We must not fear the critics. Instead, let their words strengthen our resolve. Let their skepticism fuel our determination to prove them wrong. We have so much to gain from our collective push for change, the betterment of our communities, the transformation of lives, and the creation of a brighter future for us all. Every effort, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem, has the power to make a difference. Remember, it is those who choose to stay silent and do nothing that will ultimately face the harshest criticism. The very individuals who dare to criticize the community for standing by and doing nothing. We are not those people. Let us be the ones who rise above the critics, who rise above the doubt, and who rise as champions of progress. Together, we can create a future that is brighter and more equitable for all. Let us stand united, unwavering in our pursuit of justice and change. This is Johnny Walker. This has been this week's Introspective. We'll see you again next Tuesday on Crazy Radio.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
A DWI checkpoint in Santa Fe caught more than drunk drivers over the weekend. Police officers also encountered 23-year-old Venezuelan native Decker Oropeza Alvarado with a child and passenger in his vehicle. Police learned that he had an active warrant for sexual assault of a child coming out of Dallas County and is currently in the process of being extradited back to Texas. According to Quay County Crime Stoppers, Alex Joe Patrick Gutierrez is wanted out of Tucumcari and faces several charges. Gutierrez and another man knocked on a door on Friday afternoon, held that resident at gunpoint, demanding a backpack. Gutierrez is then accused of shooting the resident twice in the stomach. New Mexico State Police say that he and the other man then held a driver at gunpoint, forcing that driver to take them to another location before fleeing Officials say Gutierrez has ties to Tucumcari and Albuquerque. He is believed to be armed and dangerous. The Gadsden Independent School District and the Donna Ana County Sheriff's Office continue to investigate following a social media threat involving Santa Teresa Elementary School. The Sunland Park Police Department received the initial report and were able to deem the threat as unsubstantiated. Law enforcement did, in fact, locate the person responsible for making that threat. After a 3-year pause, Taos County has relaunched the recycling program, so it'll offer northern New Mexico residents a local option for recycling, eliminating the need to travel. Edward Martinez, the county's solid waste director, spoke with KRQE on the importance of the program's return.
It's such a big deal because there's so much waste going to the landfill, a lot of plastics and a lot of aluminum and cardboard and a lot of stuff that could be recycled to bring in some revenue.
The program was previously halted due to budget limitations, but with the new state-funded balers through RAID grants, it's back on track. The balers compact materials like cardboard into 1-ton bales, producing 30 to 40 every month. Residents are encouraged to bring recyclables to any of the county's 8 transfer stations where they sort the materials to simplify the process. The county boasts a low contamination rate, which increases the value of recycled materials. A new analysis of money contributed to 2024 congressional candidates shows that women contribute about as often as men, but dollar amounts are significantly lower. More now from Roz Brown.
Kira Sanbunmatsu with the Center for American Women in Politics found women contribute more money to Democratic than Republican candidates and more money to women candidates than men.
Men have provided over 60% of all the money contributed to congressional candidates, 37% by women, and this reflects the larger contributions that men make.
She says men's contributions more often go to Republican candidates. In New Mexico, the race for the 2nd congressional district is considered one of the most competitive in the country. First-term Representative Gabe Vasquez, a Democrat, is facing former Representative Yvette Harrell, the Republican he defeated 2 years ago. Sanbunmatsu says women have contributed 42% of all money given to Democratic congressional candidates and only 29% of all money given to Republican congressional candidates.
If you look at the number of individuals who are giving, not the money, we are finding that women are about half of donors. So in that sense, their participation rate is better than how much money is being contributed.
Women are candidates in all 3 of New Mexico's congressional districts, but she notes women from historically underrepresented racial ethnic groups are especially underrepresented as donors to those candidates. I'm Roz Brown reporting.
Silver City firefighter Jamal Green has gone missing. Police are asking for help to find him. He was last seen at the Snappy Mart on Swan Street in Silver at 9:39 on Saturday night. If you have any information, please contact the Silver City Police Department. Sports and weather are coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 47 matches for New Mexico volleyball today, including Lake Arthur at Hondo, Magdalena at Cloudcroft, Capitan at Hagerman, Redoso at Hatch, Mescalero heads to the Institute, Chaparral at Gadsden, and Tularosa goes to Silver. Wow! Go, Lady Cats! Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies, mostly clear tonight, sunny tomorrow. Your high today in the basin, 87, low tonight of 61, high tomorrow, 88 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly cloudy skies, winds gusting as high as 12 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting as high as 18. Sunny tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 15. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 66. Low tonight of 44. Wind chill's going to make it feel like it's 39. High tomorrow of 66 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.